Hello and welcome to Battle with the Best of Them with DrGAKMAN here. I'm going to go over my blog first, go under Nintendo Agenda, and then under BWTB, which is Battle with the Best of Them. And I have updated a couple of them. Infographics first, of course. Here's the new tasks for November and December. Pretty much no notable changes or exceptions here. Spended number 1 is now available. So we already had 8 and number 8 and number 3, and now number 1 is shiny possible. Let me see what else is on here that's different. Most of these are all the same from previous months. But there may be some differences that I'm just not seeing yet. Nope, I don't really see much difference. So, a lot of shiny possible ones there. Research breakthrough, your 7-day research breakthrough now has these. They have updated the Colossal Discovery on the day of the event. This is what you had to do, but if you didn't get to complete it all, this is what you have to do now, which is, oh wait a minute, change that. This one's the one that you have to do now. The rewards are still the same, and you still get Regigigas at the end. It's just that you have to do a little bit more, and they're not necessarily having to catch Regis because they're not out in raids right now. But you just have to win 3 raids per step, it looks like. So, what else has been updated here? Oh, yeah. The new raid bosses are here, which are Team Rocket themed. So, Ekans and Coughing are back, like they are in the wild as well. But Meowth is now shiny, and he's in raids, or it's in raids. Nidoking is back in the tier 4 raids. I still have not fought a Cobalion yet, but Persian is in raids. Magneton is in raids. Cloyster and Kingler back in raids. So, yeah, some differences there. Here's the counters for Cobalion, and pretty soon the EX raids are going to switch over from U2 over to Regigigas later on this month. The next batch of EX passes are from U2 for this week. I believe they're like this weekend. Then here's the egg hatches. Battle hints for what Team Go Rocket grunts are going to use. And now here's the Team Go Rocket leaders, team leaders. And then this is what they use. Seems that Sierra comes out with Sneasel first time every time, and Cliff comes out with Meowth first time every time, and that Arlo comes out with Scyther first time every time. But they look like they're tougher and more elaborate kinds of things than the grunts would have. So here's some tips on that. And, yeah, nothing really new updated here beyond that, which is a lot of stuff, actually. I didn't update the organizing tips, but I did update the community day because the next community day is for Chimchar, and I won't be able to make it to it. So I wrote a whole thing here talking about can't make it to community day, and I'm telling people what I plan and what I think other people should plan. The number one thing, of course, is to have friends. If you have friends that are going to go to the community day and get extra shinies, then you can trade with them. But then there's other tips here too for if you got a Pokemon Go Plus and blah, blah, blah. So I'll be updating this as time goes on. I also updated my shiny checklist, which I think I have to add spend number 1 to it. But I just recently added in order Meowth and Persian are now on the list. And then I also updated my own stats after this. I haven't caught any shinies since the Colossal Discovery, which was actually a pretty cool event. I also put on here from Leak Duck, you can make your own. This is a DrGAKMAN list of all the shinies that I've caught. So, spending number 1 I don't think is on there yet, but let me double check. The Spindas, where are the Spindas at? Oh yeah, spending number 1 is actually on there, right there. So, but I don't have any of the Spindas anyway, but here's my updated list for that. And let's go, oh, before we go there was a pretty cool article on Engadget talking about all the new upcoming things in Pokemon Go. There's going to be a AR, because Niantic has this mono depth like kind of demo going around where AR, which is augmented reality, creatures or whatever are interacting with real-time environments, walking through doors and blah blah blah. But they're going to be adding something to Pokemon Go where you can interact with your Pokemon more, like petting them and feeding them, and also interacting with your friends' Pokemon as well, your buddies. They're calling it Buddy Adventure. So that's coming soon, and also Wayfarer is coming soon, which we've been knowing about for a while, but every time I go to click on it, it keeps saying that it is not available in my area. And then they're also going to be doing more stuff with Wayfarer, which is a way to suggest Pokestops for level 40 people once it rolls out finally in America. But they're also going to do stuff with businesses, but they're moving, away from corporations, not away from them, but I should say they're adding to the list smaller businesses to become sponsored. And these sponsored ones can give out like Pokemon rewards or real life rewards and stuff like that for people who play the game. So that's something to look forward to as well. But while we're at it, let me look at this Wayfarer again and show you what it's doing to me every time I go to try to sign up for it. So I go to Wayfarer and accept, and you go to the website and it says continue with Google. And now you're supposed to be able to suggest stops, but it says Niantic Wayfarer is not yet available in your country, so boo. So let's go to my gallery here. Colossal Discovery Badge. Says 11/19. I'm a little worried. Now, see, that's November 19th, but I'm a little worried that they're going to try to do this more often. I don't mind it. I think it's a really cool event, and I had a lot of fun, and the whole group seemed to have a lot of fun doing it. But I just hope that it's not one of those things where they're trying to do it every month. I can't afford to miss work. It's a little bit of a hassle. I think it's maybe a once-a-year thing or maybe a seasonal thing. I wrote about that on my speculation page too, which I've updated recently. I need to update it some more though. These are ones that I still need to send to Pokemon Let's Go. This was I caught it, but it was still showing, bits and pieces from the catch phase on here. That's a glitch. Then we were finding out about the Reggie tasks. And I got a Registeel. It started about 11. I got it. I got it pretty soon after it had started. I think we did about a couple of raids before, and then when the Colossal Discovery started, I think we did about. I was about 3 raids in before I got my first shiny, which was actually the only shiny that I got. It seemed like everybody in the car, except for my friend Sarah, got a Registeel, and everybody in the car got a Regice except for me. So she got 2 Regice, and I got 1 Registeel. But she's getting another Registeel from somebody else, because that's the one that she wanted the most. I wanted Regirock the most, but nobody in the car got a Regirock. So, had the badge on there, and then I finally got Regigigas, which was not really that good. Mine wasn't anyway. But after Registeel, I caught a Magnemite, my very first Magnemite. That was so awesome. And then I did 2 field researches, both of which yielded shinies. Well, there was a bunch of other field research I did too for Skarmory. But the field research, it seemed to be pulling from a pool of Pokemon that you could catch. Most of them seemed to be Skarmory, but there was a bunch of different tasks. Most of them were like win a raid, and we just kept stacking those. And every time we won a raid, we would do like 3 of them in a row. But nobody got a, well, there was a couple people that got Skarmory, but I didn't get a Skarmory. But I got my second Shuckle and my second Aerodactyl. So I traded my Aerodactyl for the Regice from my friend, Sarah. And then this was win a trainer battle. This was after the event was pretty much over, because it was 7 o'clock here. And then I evolved the Magnezone. This one was a perfect one. I had caught a perfect Magnemite, so it's pretty low powered. I'm going to have to power it up, but... And then I'm saving this for my friend Chrissy. And then I got 2 Skarmories. We found a Skarmory nest. This is weird. Right after the event was over, we found a Skarmory nest. It's over close to right pad. I couldn't tell you. There's only like 2 stops there and 1 gym. So it's not really a nest. There's just a couple of spots where Skarmories were spawning after the event was over, or after the Colossal Discovery was over. And they both had the same stats, even though they had different CP, if you noticed that. Isn't that weird? But no shinies that way either. And then here's all the Regis that I kept. There was one that was, this Regice right here is a 1 from, excuse me, 1 from Perfect. And I've caught a bunch of other ones too, but I deleted most of them because there was just, we must have did close to 50 raids that day. And here's me throwing some shade on somebody. I healed everybody but them. They know who they are. And then I got my shiny Regice. Thank you so much, Sarah. And this, I don't know why I took a picture of that. There's Cobalion. I think this was because I needed to battle another trainer or trade a Pokemon, and I was just showing them that I needed to do that so that they could do it with me. This is rare to find in the wild. That's rare to find in the wild. I got this. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to that because it's in Lincoln Park. And I couldn't send it to my friend who wanted it. That's rare to find in the wild. But I've been seeing a couple of these ever since the Team Rocket, Go Rocket, what is it? Looming in the Shadows event started, which is what's going on right now. And that's rare to find in the wild. And then right after the Looming in the Shadows thing started, after 4, Meowths and Coughings started showing up everywhere. So I was pretty excited about that because there is a possibility to catch shiny Meowth. But look at this. It is shiny Shadow Meowth. And now we knew that shiny Shadows were possible, but it seems like they're increased when you fight the team leaders. Because Sneasel and Scyther and Meowth are all the starters for, like I said before, for Cliff, Sierra, and Arlo. So there they are. Hopefully you get a shiny one of those. And then here's the first two pages of what you need to do for Looming in the Shadows. I'm taking it easy on this. Plus the second page, once I get to it, it's been 5 days in a row, so you can't really do it really fast. You can't rush through it. Plus there's win 5 raids, and I'm low on passes because of that Colossal Discovery. And Purify 15 Shadow Pokemon, so that's going to require a lot of, like, battles. I'm saving back all the Shadow Pokemon that I need to purify. I should have did that before. I didn't realize they were going to do tasks like that. But there's other tasks, too, that have been found in the code beyond spinning stops for a certain amount of days in a row. There's also super effective charge attack and gym battles, winning a certain amount of Great League trainer battles, winning a certain amount of trades, which we saw, spinning a certain amount of Pokestops, which was on the first page, defeat a certain amount of Team Go Rocket grunts, purifying and catching Shadow Pokemon, catching a legendary shadow Pokemon. So I think we're going to be facing Giovanni multiple times during this Looming in the Shadows thing. It says defeat a Team Go Rocket boss, which is Giovanni. Battle him, find him, and then also you have to, a certain amount of times you have to defeat Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra. So that's all going to be a part of the Looming in the Shadows. So there's going to be raiding and battling and finding them and all that other stuff. Now, in order to find them, you have to assemble these components when you do a battle with a grunt. So far I have 2. I almost got my 3rd one last night, but then when I walked to it, it disappeared. And it was no longer a shadow stop, or no longer a Team Rocket stop, I should say. But when you assemble 6 of these together, you get a special radar that you can find the hideouts of these bosses, which is something that I speculated in my speculation page. But there you go. Also, they've changed the music in the game. I guess this is for Looming in the Shadows, because it's kind of a little creepy and mysterious a little bit. This is not Halloween-themed music anymore. It's this, so that's kind of cool. I wish that they could have a like a soundtrack or a CD, not necessarily a CD, but like a playlist that you could go through to choose your music. But I think they want to do certain times or certain themes during certain times. So there was also speculation that there was a, or not speculation, but there was, I think somebody had said that there was actually the radar was in the shop. You could buy it so that you could find Arlo, Cliff, or Sierra like right away, but then they took it off or something. I don't know. We'll find out more about that later if that's true. They may be waiting until you finish your special research for it first before they bring them back, if they even existed at all. But I'm still on the first page. I almost did my 3rd one last night, but here's the shadow Pokemon that I've gotten recently, and I haven't purified some of these because I'm waiting to get to that 2nd page, or the other pages of the special research for it. But there's some purified ones too, recently, of shadow and purified ones. And then my shinies, recently I traded away that Aerodactyl, like I said, for Regice. And I did get Registeel. And I finally got my Magnemite. This is so awesome. I love the way this one looks. It's gold and it's got the black tips. That's so cool. Can't wait to get more of those so I can evolve it up. And then here's my most recent perfect one, which was a wild catch with a, I think my Pokemon Go Plus, actually, when I got that working again. So there's been off and on, it's been working. So hopefully they get that working someday, like perfectly, but whatever. And what else? Distance ones, nothing really fantastic. I did get another one from Japan. I need to trade off a lot of these other ones that are that I don't need doubles of. Let me see here. Traded ones recently. I think the top of the list is going to be the Regice, yeah. So I didn't get the Tropius, but I think I covered that in another video. No new entries, I don't believe, except for Regice, which my Regice is, or not Regice, I'm sorry, Regigigas, which is not good. But at least the EX raid will give you the chance to do more. And it's at the 1900 power up, so as you can see, it's right there, but you got to turn it in order to see the the rainbow. Otherwise, he's covering it up completely with his arms. So that's pretty crazy. He's pretty huge. I think my friend Chrissy is walking it, so you can see how huge it is. Nope, she's not walking that anymore. She's walking this. So other people might be walking it, but you can see it's gigantic. And then don't really have any new shinies besides that. But, I mean, the Colossal event, or Colossal Discovery was pretty cool. I don't really have anything to evolve and no other perfects and blah, blah, blah. So, done with showing you my Pokemon. Now let's do the research. Get this video over with here. It's my 7-day research. I'm going to get a legendary. No more Eevees. This is my Makuhita. I won't catch it. There's supposed to be a new reward for 100 kilometers of walking, but I don't see the tier on there, and it's hard enough to do 50, especially with this cold weather. So there was a lot of hop. Oh my god, I got a shiny. I got a shiny Moltres. I want a shiny Articuno because I have one, but I need 2 friends who need a shiny. No, I don't need to do that. I can just do this. So I can get more candy. Wow, my very first video where I actually get a shiny. Man, I can't even hit it. I'm shaking, I'm nervous. But there's supposedly like where you could get more rewards, more Stardust, and better possible eggs from your 100 kilometers of walking, but the tier is not on there, so. Yikes. Let's see how good it is. Oh my goodness. It's 2 clicks away from perfect. It won't have its special move, I don't think, that it had on the raid day. So this is going to be a hard decision. A less powered up one, but it's it's higher stats and wow. And it's shiny. Whew. Yeah, it's got Heat Wave and Wing Attack, so it does not have... I forgot what the move was. I marked them. Let me look at my Moltres. Yeah. Here's one. This one, it's Sky Attack, which makes it one of the better, not only fire attackers in the game, but it also makes it one of the better flying type attackers in the game. So this one also is 2 clicks away from perfect. So dang, I'd love a perfect one, but that's awesome. I finally got a shiny during my my videos. So I have 3 shiny Moltres. One that I was keeping that has the Sky Attack, and one that I was trading to my friend Chrissy, but then I have a better stat one here. So I'm probably going to keep this one. Make that other Sky Attack shiny one available for trade for somebody. So, better have something good to trade me. I don't even know who I'm yelling at, but... But yeah, awesome. So there's my field research breakthrough. And my first shiny in video first time, so that's cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Good luck out there with the Looming in the Shadows event and special research. So, happy hunting.